A controversial fragrance, a new release that some people just feel it's a little bit too designer and basic-ish, is the house of Kilian's Blue Moon Ginger Dash. I think it's a really fun, playful, boozy fragrance for the summertime. Kilian does command a high price tag. Fortunately, 𝗑𝗏 dropped their own version, so we're gonna do a side-by-side comparison to see those who feel this is basic bitchish or do like the scent profile, but it's a little pricey. Let's see if the alternative is comparable. Let's roll my motherfucking music so we can check out 𝗑𝗏's version of Blue Moon Ginger Dash.
In case you cared, out of all your friends, I want to be Cuba.
Blessing morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. So let's jump right into it. 𝗑𝗏 dropped their own version, interpretation, clone, whatever you want to call it, of Blue Moon Ginger Dash by Kilian, and it's called Moon is Blue. Thank you, Captain Obvious. So let's just jump right into the video and see. A lot of people seem to feel some type of way about this fragrance. I really enjoy the fragrance. I love the tartness of it. I love the brightness of it. I like the boozy component, the gin and tonic fizziness. It's a beautiful combination that I truly enjoy. This screams summertime vibes to the 20th power. But like all other Kilians, they command a high price tag. Anything over $200 and some odd, people get a little bit testy and feel some type of way. The ones who did spend the retail funds for this joint, like myself, I can sense the type of energy that they're like, yo, it feels too much in the designer space, the aquatic, the booziness. It just feels a little bit too childish or playful or whatever. I don't feel that way, but I understand it. I like how it smells on my skin, and it's all about how it smells on you and the type of interpretation you get. I don't get massive compliments on this. I haven't worn it a ton of times, but I do appreciate it, and I'm ready for the really high heat to see how this joint performs. So we're gonna do a side-by-side comparison between Blue is Moon and Kilian Ginger Dash right off of rip. I have not smelled this joint. It's fresh out of the mailbox. Today's video is sponsored by 𝗑𝗏, but I did select this particular fragrance because I wanted to do the side-by-side comparison, as I feel that with the comments that people have been saying about this particular fragrance, maybe they want the same scent profile in a much cheaper option, which would be this. So let's do this first. I'm gonna put it down, and then I'm gonna spell Ginger Dash, and then I'm gonna smell Ginger Dash right next to it. All right, so they're sprayed on the test strip and actually let them dry down a little bit. So on the lady tattoo hand is the original, and on the watch hand is the clone. So let's go for the original first. I think it's great, man. Gingery, lemon, slightly sour, kind of like an icy vibe, nice amount of booziness. It's more vodka than gin. I'm getting a little bit of both, but let's go to the clone. It's not a one-to-one clone. I kind of like the clone better. I kind of like the clone better. Shit. Yo, it gave me goose pimples. I'm not even gonna hold you. Yo, the clone gave me goose pimples. There's a lot more greener ambroxan, boozier. It has more body than the original. Yo, it gave me fucking wild goose pimples, dog. Chill, I gotta try this shit on skin. Wow. Damn, bro, when the fucking clones are doing... But it's not a one-to-one clone, though. It's not a one-to-one clone. The Blue is Moon is fucking fire, actually. It's very good. Shit. All right, let me let these dry down for a second. Damn, bro, the clone gave me goose pimples. That's wild. All right, let me go to the original. Smooth, a lot less sharp and synthetic. The citrus feels a little bit calmed down off of my skin, although I do have some little bit of a lotion action. I have a non-scented lotion on, so maybe that's throwing off a little bit, but all right, let me go for the clone, or, you know, 𝗑𝗏's version. I like 𝗑𝗏's version more. I like 𝗑𝗏's version more. The right amount of ginger. It has a little bit of a subliminal, airy, crystallized, sugar, gingery kind of vibe. The lemon here is very subdued. It's not very sharp, but you still get the citrus bright component of it. There's also like a nice greenery coming off of this joint. There's some body here. I don't know if it's the musk or if there's what woody component would be here. And it's performing a little bit better than the Blue Moon on my skin, which is weird because the Blue Moon should be performing a little bit better, or at least equal, because I have unscented lotion on, but the 𝗑𝗏 one is fucking popping dope. It's not a beast, but it's popping better than the original, but they're not. This one I'm getting the same notes, just in different constructs, but whatever construct is on the 𝗑𝗏 one is better than the Ginger Dash one. For me, for my personal taste, it's better than the Ginger Dash one. Yeah, it's just a little bit more muskier. It's got a little bit more body for a freshness. Nothing is sharp or off-putting. It doesn't smell like a performance beast, but it has a little bit more performance. This one still the original still comes off a little bit slightly scratchy off my skin, and I don't think it does well with this non-scented lotion because it doesn't smell the same as the original interpretation that I have. So that can be a factor on both of them. At least on this point, the Duo one is like, if I were to rate them, not my old rating system. I used to rate like the 1 minute pizza review guy very aggressively and very harsh, and people were just confused. Nothing is ever a 10 or whatever. So using a normal person's 1 through 10 rating scale, right? If I were to put these two side by side, I would say the Duo one is like a 8 and this one is like a 7.1, 7.2. The Duo one is, for me, more my style, has a little bit more body. The citrus is a little subdued. It has just more depth and girth. Then the Kilian Ginger Dash, right now with the lotion, is nice, slightly sweet, but not crazy. It doesn't blow me away at this moment. So this is significantly cheaper, and for me, off of my skin with unscented lotion, does smell better than the Ginger Dash. They are not 1-to-1 clones. I would say I would put them in the space of like 65 to 67% close because of the interchanging of the notes and how they're constructed on these fragrances. For me, the Blue Moon it's a very nice, easy, inexpensive freshie that has the same components, but not the same structure. And in this case, that's a better thing. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Shout out to Dua for sponsoring today's video. I'll put a link in the description. I mean, for those who kind of want this scent profile in a much cheaper platform that for me, again, I say this for me, is a little bit better than this one, you have your options. I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know what is biggest in the game. This shit is fucking nice. Yep, I'm gonna have to ball spray it. Smooches.
What's fresh? Who's best? Wanna know who's gonna pass the test? For the fly gun holder, money folder, Motorola start tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.